Hosting conversations. I am Nelima. Welcome to the broadcast. Do stay with me for the next few minutes as I bring you up to speed. And we begin. The Council of Governors has faulted the manner in which the government lifted the ban on the genetically modified organism maize in Kenya, saying it was hurried and they were never consulted. Addressing the press in Bungoma, the Council Chairperson Agriculture Committee Kenneth Lusaka and his Environment and Climate Change counterpart Wilbur Otichilo said the proposal by the Ministry of Trade and Industrialization to import and avail to the Kenyan market the GMO maize puts Kenyan farmers at a disadvantaged position as they will not be able to sell their maize at a price commensurate to their production cost.
We note with concern the unfortunate decision and proposal by the Ministry of Trade and Industrialization to import and avail to Kenyan market GMO maize. This puts our Kenyan farmers at a disadvantaged position as they will not be able to sell their maize at a price commensurate to their production cost. Further, the discussion of importation of GMO was premature as a report on the maize balance sheet by the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development projects a maize surplus of 19.1 million bags by end of December 2022. This is as a result of the 16 million 90 kg bags to be harvested from the 2022 long rains, crops in South Rift, North Rift, Nyanza and parts of western counties, and 1.5 million bags import from the East African Community region by the private sector. The Council proposes a meeting with the Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade and Industrialization to discuss this matter to ensure our farmers are well compensated for their yields. Additionally, we urge the national government through the National Cereals and Produce Board to make available resources to purchase all maize held by farmers before any importation is granted. We note that the uprooting of 8 baobab trees in Kilifi County goes against our national targets to increase the forest and tree cover, especially in coastal and dryland areas.
Of course, the GMO debate is a story that we are looking into this evening at our bulletin 6:30 and 8 p.m. So stay tuned for a detailed coverage. And Tana River Governor Dado Godana has testified in the petition that is challenging his August 8th victory. Ongoing in Malindi Law Courts, the governor, through his lawyers, told the court that he won the election fairly. The petition was filed by the former Tana River Governor Hussein Dado, who petitions poll results citing irregularities.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure he would want to know the truth himself as well. He would not stand here and resist and say, no, don't call me. Because the witnesses, the witnesses have said your leadership. The witness said that Mr. Musili went to the office. That's what the witness all said. They all said that. And I'm sure Mr. Miller will say, I saw this man or I didn't see him and I know him or I don't know him. It's as simple as that. I know him, he's a good man.
University students have been urged to adhere to basic road safety practices and adopt safe road user behavior. Speaking during the opening of a memorial meant to remember 3 students from University of Embu who recently lost their lives through road accident, the National Transport and Safety Authority Eastern Regional Manager Doris Sabaya has noted that some road accidents are avoidable if all road users play their roles effectively and responsibly.
This garden will be a constant reminder to the university community on the need for every individual to observe and promote road safety so as to prevent further carnage on our roads by exercising caution at all times. The garden will offer an opportunity for everyone touched or affected by such a tragedy to quietly reflect on the loss and on the enormous scale and the impact of road accident fatalities and injuries on everyone.
We do acknowledge the need to do more in reducing fatalities on our roads. Vulnerable road users, including boda riders, pedestrians, school-going children, are paying the highest price. As at 17th November 2022, we have recorded 18,474 crash victims, of which 4,103 were fatal, 8,371 were serious injuries, while 6,000 were slight injuries. We have lost 1,486 pedestrians, 1,085 boda riders, 721 passengers, 378 drivers, 377 pillion passengers, and 56 cyclists. I wish to state that road traffic crashes are preventable in our country if all road users played their part.
In Nakuru County, hippos continue to cause havoc, with 3 men killed by hippos in the last 1 month around Lake Oloidian in Naivasha, with the cases being attributed to encroachment of riparian land and an increase in the number of foot fishermen in the small water body.
Poaching of fish activists and wale wanafanya kutafuta
To the Coast Region, Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action Cabinet Secretary Aisha Jumur has declared war against gender-based violence perpetrators and those behind the killings of the elderly in Kilifi County, adding that the days for those committing such crimes are numbered and they will soon be brought to book.
Gender-based violence in Kilifi County is pathetic. Tumesumbuka hapa na mimba za mapema, forced marriages in Kilifi County. And people are taking advantage of the situation. Hunger. Ati mama anatoa mtoto wake sijuende ukamuone nani ya kupe pesa na joki chokwambia we kubali. Ulisikia wapi? So chief, police, county commissioner, tunawashukuru kwa sababu munajitahidi, lakini maswali ya kutishia wale waathiriwa lazima tuyaache. Mtoto anakuja amebakwa, unaanza kumuuliza ulikuwa umevaaje? Mamako alikuwa wapi? Na wale wanaofanya hivyo wengi ni watu ambao wanajulikana na hao watoto. Kwa hivyo story ya mtoto ambaye amepatikana amefanywa hivyo na ameenda kwa chief, ati munasema muna exchange virginity ya huyo mtoto na kuku ama mbuzi, tutaenda kuhakikisha ya kwamba wanaofanya hivyo machifu wetu wao ndio watabeba jukumu hilo. Huyo mbuzi utakula wewe na wewe utakutini na wewe.
And still in Kilifi County, Kilifi Governor Gideon Mung'aro has flagged off medical supplies worth over 250 million shillings aimed at equipping a total of 150 hospitals and medical clinics within the county. The supplies from pharmaceutical and non-pharmaceutical products, laboratory reagents, radiology and rehabilitation supplies will go to the Kilifi Level 4, 3 hospitals, health centers and dispensaries within the county.
Ambayo leo yataenda hospitali zote 150 katika kaunti hii, mbali ya hospitali ya Kilifi kuanzia level 4, level 3, health center, dispensary zote za kaunti karibu 150. Kila mahali leo kufikia jioni kutakuwa na dawa, na hii ni ahadi tulipatia wananchi wa Kilifi na leo tumeitimiza, na nasikia raha sana kwamba mwenyekiti pia wa KEMSA alipata fursa kuja kushuhudia shughuli hii. Madawa haya ambayo yamekuja leo sahihi, kama mlivyosikia, tuko na lori 20 ambazo zimefika. Nasikia kulikuwa na ajali kule Kibwezi, kwa vile zile lori zingine hizi zilitangulia zikafika mapema usiku, na lori zingine ziko hapo. Kwa hiyo ajali wakishakuwa cleared watafika hapa. Mwenyekiti mmemsikia akisema pia hataondoka mpaka hizo pia flag off. Kwa hivyo hizi ambazo zimefika zitaanza kwenda mashinani, alafu kuna lori 20 zingine ziko barabarani, mtazishuhudia pia. Kwa hivyo msitoke mpaka hizo pia zifike, flag off ziende mashinani. Madawa tumenunua yamegharimu milioni 277,964 yale ambayo yatafika leo, malori 40 hizi ambazo mnaziona hapa.
Do appreciate that and we thank His Excellency the Governor for having gone out of his way to prioritize medicines and to prioritize the health of the people of Kilifi County, because I think that is critical. Because if you do not have a healthy nation, or you don't have healthy people in the county, then again all the other issues will come to naught. So thank you so much, Your Excellency. This order worth 254 million will go a long way. So for the next 4 months, unless we get situations like what has been mentioned here about the pilferage and medicines going out of the facilities, our people will not have any complaints regarding medicines in their hospitals.
And those are the stories that are trending at this hour. Just to bring you up to speed with the stories that we're following up in our subsequent bulletins, a look-up Tarifa at 6:30 and a look-up news at 8 p.m. We have the president who is in South Korea. Of course, we'll be giving you the details on the trip. And of course, Kenya has been lauded for his efforts in peacekeeping. As well, top among the stories that we have planned for you tonight or this evening is still on the genetically modified organisms that is raising a lot of conversation from the different divides, as well as the story that we have just run about the Council of Governors who have weighed in on the GMO ban that has been lifted. And of course, even the first GMO maize seeds that have docked at the coast. So I'll be giving you a detailed coverage of the GMO debate that is ongoing, as well as the hosting of the IEBC commissioners who are well known as the opaque four, as ahead of that hearing in Parliament tomorrow. And just to bring you some up to speed, those are the stories that our reporters are working around the clock just to make sure that you are on the know. And across Twitter, it won't be trending news if we didn't check what's happening across our socials. And Unga is trending very highly at that. And stories right there. I don't know how much Unga is wherever you are. You can let me know. At Look Up TV is where you can engage with us. But RA says Unga is back at 200 shillings. The government is just taking us through a cat and mouse game. Anyway, the oracles have refused to act. So there is an ongoing conversation about the price of Unga flour. Remember, the president did say that it would require his government 1 year just to reduce the price of the maize flour, which is one of the staple foods in the country. And Lince McKenna says, so hustlers, how is the going? Unga prices have gone up further. Farmers now demand that a bag of maize be purchased at 6,000 shillings, and the power is all-time high. Don't even go to fuel, GMO. From the next term, school fees is going up. So again, high cost of living taking center stage right there on Twitter. And just to sample one more before I leave, then it is Tucker across Twitter, and he says he promised that he'll reduce the price of Unga. He did not do that. Tell me now what's next. That is just a growing conversation on the hashtag Unga across Twitter, and of course there's a growing concern about the price of Unga, which is now at 200 shillings. So do let us know what your thoughts are at Look Up TV on Twitter, Look Up TV on Facebook, and Look Up TV on our official YouTube channel. That's what's happening at this hour. And of course, Look Up TV is also keeping up with the World Cup in Qatar. And on the matches that play today, Morocco and Croatia which was a 0-0, and ongoing right now is Germany versus Japan. Of course, we'll be giving you the results and just the highlights of the match at Lookup Tarifa and Lookup News, as well as the game of Spain and Costa Rica, which will be happening at around 7 p.m., as well as Belgium and Canada, which will be happening at 10 p.m. So do keep it Lookup TV as we got you on all matters news, business, and some sporting action as well. I am Nancy Nelima. I appreciate you for watching. Keep it Lookup TV.
Vera Beauty and Fashion College is focused on being the leading technical and vocational training institute in the region. Our team possesses in-depth knowledge and extensive experience in the industry, offering thorough training in cosmetology, hairdressing, interior design, creative arts, training of trainers, nail technology, and fashion design. With branches in Nairobi, Thika, Meru, Eldoret, and now in Mombasa, our courses ensure that learners are completely equipped with knowledge, competency, and employability